Literature with Simi Rajan. I'm so happy that I have got a lot of subscribers. Thank you for supporting and watching me. Last video we discussed about the story of sons and lovers, and I think we have reached up to Paul, Miriam, Clara and Baxter. So Paul is the second son in the Morals family. Miriam is lover, Clara Davis. Then comes Baxter Davis. Baxter Davis is a friend of Paul, who worked with Paul in the factory, and Clara Davis is his wife. So last time we saw this much things. Now Paul and Miriam. I told you Paul is the second son of Mr. Morel and Mrs. Morel, and we saw that William has passed away, and this mother was very much moved by the death of William and all we have seen in the later video, in the past video. Now Paul has got a connection with Miriam. Miriam is a beautiful lady living in the neighborhood farm place of Paul's house, and Paul used to visit this farmhouse to see Miriam. And moreover, one thing is there, Miriam is having a brother called Edgar. Paul and Edgar are friends, so to see his friend also he used to go to Miriam's house, that is that farmhouse. And slowly a relation sprouted out and they fell in love, that we discussed earlier. Then Miriam is a girl. I told you earlier that she was a very religious and she is tender, and also she considered love to be a divine thing. Love is not something related to body, but instead it's something a divine thing. It's something what to say correct like that. So one more thing is that Miriam is always having a Bible in her hand. She loves God very much and she follows the 10 testimonies in the proper way, and that's why sometimes and all Paul used to tell her that, can you give me a kiss? But Miriam hesitates and dislikes these types of approaches, and this is because she is so much considering the divinity in the loving souls, and she is telling to Paul that the kisses and such things and all should take place only after a proper marriage. Marriage is the thing that we have to do. These things we have to do only after marriage. So whenever Paul approach her telling about the sexuality of kisses, always Miriam neglects this. But Miriam, she loves him very much. She is really fond of him. She loves more than her. Then we'll see Clara Davis. Before that, our Paul, I told you he was working in a factory. Then this Paul got a new job in electric office as a overseer. And there, when he goes there, he sees a lady working together. That lady is Clara Davis, that is Baxter Davis was working with him in the factory. Now Clara Davis started working with him. And slowly, first of all, he doesn't like Clara because Clara is a person who gets angry very fast. And this Clara, who is working as a superior lady of him, always scolds him for his unfulfilled works, and also she never sees him as a friend or a co-worker. Always this Clara sees him as a downtrodden or a slave like that. But and our Paul also dislikes her. But slowly what happens is that this Clara gets a kind of attraction towards Paul. One thing is there, I told you earlier, Paul used to paint well. One day, while sitting in his cabin, this Paul paints a picture of a beautiful lady. And this was seen by Clara sitting in her space. And when this Paul was not there, Clara comes and check out this picture, and she was surprised to see that picture, that lady has got a similar face of Clara, and this lady was fully naked. This Paul has drawn a lady's picture which is fully naked. This makes a kind of attraction towards Clara, towards this Paul. And slowly a relation sprouted out, and Clara then afterwards is very much liking this Paul. She is considering Paul very much, and one day she calls Paul to come to her home and all, and Paul doesn't go. But one day when his train was late, while he was coming from one place to another, while his train was late, that day he goes to Clara's home, and what happens? They have a sexual union. This is always in his mind. This Paul is a person who has a sexual desire always in his mind. But when he goes to Miriam, he never gets such a kind of appreciation. But what happens is that now Clara, when he sees Clara and he meets Clara, and when he spends time with Clara, Clara is ready to do whatever he wishes. Moreover, Clara is not having a proper marital relationship with her husband, Baxter Davis. Now they are going to get separated. They are separated. Then Paul, as I told you earlier, that he is a frequent visitor to Miriam's house, and while having a close relation with Clara, he neglects, he steps back to go to our Miriam's house. But in once in a week at least he'll be going there, and Miriam comes to him, they talk a lot, they walk a lot, but still something is lagging. That what is lagging is Paul always wished to have a sex with Miriam. And one day Paul, while he was there in Miriam's house, he asked her for a kiss, and she hesitates, but he forcefully, what he does is he gives a kiss. This irritates Miriam very much. She goes to her room and she vomits and all such things, because Miriam is not at all interested such thing. She considers all such things should happen only after marriage. Whatever is done before marriage is a sin. Then I told you Clara's and Paul's relationship. One day Paul, he became a frequent visitor in Clara's house. Clara's husband is not there because they are separated. Husband is Baxter Davis. And one more thing is there, the Mrs. Radford. This Mrs. Radford is the mother of Clara Davis. And one day, when Paul is going to Clara's house, this Mrs. Radford, she shows her dislike, but he never minds it, and Clara is very happy. In the night they spent each other. You know what happens? Then after getting outside, and while he is back to his home, he sees a person standing in the outside in the street of this Clara Davis house, and it was Baxter Davis. And seeing this Paul getting outside of Clara's house, this Baxter gets angry, and what he does is he hits Paul very badly. And Paul, after that, he reaches his home, and Moral is very much conscious about her son. And Mrs. Moral asks, what happened, Paul? And Paul tells that, I went to see Clara, and Clara's husband was not liking this, and he gave me beating and all such things, stories and all was told to her mother, Mrs. Moral. And one thing is that this Mrs. Moral doesn't like Paul getting connected to any girls, because Mrs. Moral has already an experience with William, her first son William. What has happened, you know, William has had an affair, and slowly a gap was built up among this mother and son. Now she is afraid, Mrs. Moral is afraid that if Paul gets connected with some other ladies, what may happen to her will happen. She thinks like that. So she knows that Paul is having a friendly relation with Miriam, and whenever Miriam comes to her house, this Mrs. Moral shows her dislike. This Mrs. Moral is very much jealous of Paul. And I told you, he tells that I went to Clara's house, and this was disliked by Mrs. Morel. Mrs. Morel started crying to him. She told that in this world only I have you, and all my vision, all my dream, and all my this was surrounded by your brother, and I lost it. But now only you are there for me. So what you should do, you should never forget this mother. And poor Mrs. Morel disliked him getting company with any other ladies or girls. So then that Miriam and slowly Clara and Paul get attracted, and we'll see Arthur. Arthur is the brother of Paul, that is Mr. and Mrs. Morel's third son. First son was William, second one Paul, and the next son is Arthur. Before that, Annie Morel is there. In this house now, Annie and Arthur is not there. Annie has gone for her studies as a school teacher, and she later gets a job as a school teacher, and she is off from her house. Then we'll see Arthur. Arthur is not there in this house because Arthur is selected in the army and he goes into the army. And in the house only Paul and this Mrs. Morel is there. And a relation was thickening and thickening among this Paul and Mrs. Morel, that is the mother and son, the love, the care and the affection, everything was thickening, everything was growing each day by day. Then one day this Morel got sick. Okay, one day Morel got sick, and this was not known by our Paul. She didn't tell it to anyone. Instead, what she did is she went to her daughter's place, that is Annie's place. She went and she had a thorough checkup from there, and she was admitted in the hospital, and the doctor told Annie that your mother is suffering from a tumor and she is having a severe pain on the side. And this who came to know is Paul came to know. He ran off to his mother, and he was very sad because if he lost his mother, he will lose everything. And so what he does is that our mother comes back. Then mother promised Paul not to have any connection with any girl. So he promises to his mother that, mother, I won't marry any one of this girl. I only in this world, I only want you. And what happens is that Paul slowly what he does is he makes a gap between Miriam, but he is not able to stop the relation with Clara, as there is always a sexual relation has gone stronger and stronger among Clara and Paul. But this is not there in Miriam, and what he does is he makes a gap and he stops his visits to Miriam's house. This affected Miriam very badly. Miriam, what she does is she comes to Paul's house one day and she tells Paul that I cannot think of a day without you. Please don't go away from me. I am ready to do as you wish. And what happens is that after next day, Paul and Miriam engages in a sexual relation, and after that Paul started to visit Miriam and their relations continue. And next we see our mother's condition is going worse and worse, and she was not able to suffer her pain, bear her pain, and Paul, he goes to the doctor and calls doctor, and that doctor is Dr. Ansel. Dr. Ansel is the doctor who checks Mrs. Morel, and doctor tells that we cannot save this Mrs. Morel's life because she is about to pass away, because she is suffering from tumor, not only for a few days, but she has been suffering from years, but she has kept it as a secret. And this affected Paul very much. Paul became very sad, and Paul was not able to see his mother. suffering from a extreme pain. And one day, in one night, when Annie and Paul was there, this pain increased. She was not able to, Mrs. Morel was not able to bear the pain. So what this son and daughter, that is Paul and Annie, did is that they gave this mother morphine in a higher dose, so that let the mother die without any pain. Let her die without suffering the much harshness of this world. So what they did is they gave a high dose of morphine that day night to the mother. The next day what happened is the mother was no more. Mrs. Morel was no more in this world. So who was left alone? Annie was not left alone, because Annie had to go back. In between, Annie got married and Annie is with her husband. So Annie went back. Now who is left alone? Paul is left alone. Arthur is not there. Arthur is in the army and he won't come here also, because he doesn't like this place. And now in this house, who was left is Paul. And what happens to Paul is that he started to spend all his money in painting and friends and drinks. He started to spend all his money drinking as his father. His father, Mr. Morel, was there, but Paul was not attached that much to Mr. Morel. And Mr. Morel was also there, but he never spent time in the house. He'll go in the morning and sometimes he may come in the night. So our Paul was always left alone in the house. Paul was really neglected, feeling loved. So what he does is he used to spend most of the time drinking and also roaming with his friends and ladies. And he never goes to Miriam or Clara. Then one day from the church, Paul happened to see Miriam. Okay, and Miriam came to him and told that now I am working as a teacher, and why can't we get married? Paul, you are alone in your house. I am ready to come with you. I am ready to look after you. You don't feel alone. I am there for you. But Paul, he tells that I don't want anyone. I will be living in memory of my mother. And thereafter we see Paul is left alone without Miriam and Clara, and the house is left alone with Paul along with his painting. And then this way the novel ends. I hope you all are familiar with all the characters and the story. I think this novel, Sons and Lovers, is an interesting novel for all of you. This is a concluding part of part 3. I hope you all understood. And in the next video, I'll be uploading objective questions, very important objective questions from Sons and Lovers by T.H. Lawrence. So keep on watching me and my video for that objective questions. Friends, support me. I need all your support. So subscribe my channel, and after subscribing my channel, please press the bell button that you see on the right side. If you press the bell button only, you will be getting all my notification. So thank you, dear friends. Have a nice day.